when I was coming over here, I realized that drivers can be so uncourteous, dude. They pretend like
street courtesy is very rare these days.
Yeah. So there's this gas station near my house in Santa Cruz, and it doesn't fit too many cars in the area, and only 4 cars can fill up at the pumps. Yeah. And so I pull all the way up in, and so another person can get in behind me, but I'm obviously there first, I'm first in line. So, and I'm pulling all the way in so you can get your butt out of the main street, right? and being nice and courteous to you, hey, doing you a good deed. Yeah. And so I pull all the way in, and then next thing you know, a car leaves. And I'm like, okay, sweet. And I'm just about to pull in that spot, and the guy I just let in is swooping in. I'm like, hey, buddy. Like, what are you doing, man? I just freaking literally pulled in so you're not getting hit out in the main street.
I'm keeping you safe.
And you are taking my spot on top of that. Like, what the hell? And he's just looking at me like, he's like,
what did I do?
Yeah,
I didn't do nothing. I'm telling you, man. You'll be very disappointed if you think somebody has the same heart as you. I'm telling you.
Oh, for sure, man.
Dude, you're so disappointed.
But the guy, he looked at me. He saw that I was angry. And I flipped him off.
And he's like,
and
I didn't do nothing.
He got kind of scared and then got back in his car after only putting a few dollars of gas in.
He was like, I'm gonna put 50 cents.
At least he thought about it. And hopefully, when you're pulled up in the gas station, he ain't gonna be doing the same thing to the next person, People. Unbelievable, man.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Modesty is for Ugly People. It's your boy, Big Daddy Dominic Alvarez. Of course, joining me at the table, Mike. What had happened was Barrera. Mike, what's going on, man? We have a special guest with us today. And when I mean special, oh, my God, you guys already heard it.
Special Ed.
Special Ed.
That's me.
I've known this guy for almost about 14 years now. He has taught me the art of the party. Okay? You want to talk about who can throw it and who can do it and who's going to last until the very end? Well, maybe not then, but definitely who jumps in a nasty ass pool after beating somebody up. That's you, Trevor, the Duper Man Hutchison.
Yes,
Trev, what's going on?
Yeah. All right.
Trevor, what is going on, my friend?
Calm down. Yeah. Hey, don't throw your pictures, bras and underwear over here. Hey,
don't throw your big ass drawers at me, please. Mike, keep your pants on. Sorry,
man. I'll try to resist.
Trevor, how are you doing, man? What's going on?
Dude, great, man.
Thanks for being on the show, man.
Dude, it's just great to be here with you guys, man.
Yeah, dude, we've been waiting a long time for this. You and I have been talking back and forth. You and Mike have been talking about this for a very long time, and it's finally happened, everybody. I'm telling you, man. I'm so excited for the show.
Dude, it's awesome, man.
Yeah,
cheers
man.
to that.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers. Yeah, right on, man. So, hey, don't be spilling on my foot. Mike already did that one time. And during the podcast, I kept my shit composed, man. He did it, and I had to grab my nose and pinch my shit. So I was just like, oh man. So yeah, clink.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Mike?
Nothing much. It's just
crazy week, huh?
Crazy.
It's been an actual very crazy week. How was it for you, Trev?
Awesome, man. I'm here.
Alrighty then.
I'm here.
our fucked up week, and then Trevor just comes in. Yeah, that's good. Fuck you guys.
Dude, I got down here to be able to hang with you guys.
Oh man, what a treat!
Dude, it felt
man.
like forever being on the mics. Last week I had to miss out.
Yeah, Mike was absent for the last week. Richard Duenas had to step in for him. Great podcast. We really missed you, man. We needed a third opinion, but yeah, it was good. Man,
especially if Rich is in there, man. They really missed you, bud. I mean, missed as in 50% of your viewership dropped. I mean,
wow. Hey, shots fired. Shots fired. Hey, Rich, I didn't do that. I didn't say that. I thought we had a great show. Yeah, but no, it was good, dude. Oh, man. Every time I think about you, I always tell my wife, I'm like, you better watch your neck. because here comes the noose.
Okay, as long as you didn't say every time I think about you and have my bottle of lotion. Okay.
I mean, every time I think about you, I'm in the shower.
Once you said that, I was like, what kind of show?
Where's he going with this?
Where's your pants?
I missed 1 week.
Does your wife?
He was sitting down. Where did pants go? You didn't even have to get up.
Your wife know about this?
You got the pullaways.
Oh man. Oh, so well. Fuck. I guess I wasn't going.
Hey, I got a
there.
secret love crush on YouTube.
Oh well, you know what? I lost a whole pound this week, so I'm pretty
Hey,
proud of that. Eating clean, man. I'm super disciplined about eating clean, except for my Saturdays. My Saturdays are I go ham.
It's
on
so hard to
anything.
eat clean for me though. Like man, like my
Yeah, we
family
can tell.
cooks, man. Hey, fuck you. I'm just saying, my family cooks, and it's like supposed to support me.
Yeah.
Try to back me up, but they cooking like steaks.
Yeah.
Having
Steaks
rice.
isn't bad. I
rice.
mean, lean meat is good for you,
Man.
but you got to eat lean and green.
I'm an island boy. Rice is in the diet.
And you gotta minimize that stuff. You can eat it, just minimize it, like a cooked cup of rice. You think you can eat just one cooked cup of rice?
Oh, I can eat a cup.
That's it for the day, 24 hours.
It's hard for
No.
me, man.
You know how to eat really clean? You run.
Yeah.
Dude,
You'll be eating clean real quick, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
training for this marathon. I've
Oh,
never ran.
What?
A half marathon, actually.
Oh,
you know?
see, I'm
That's
doing-
still 13
but that's like
something
10
miles.
marathons to like me,
Yeah.
you know?
A half marathon is what, like 13 point something
That's
miles?
13 marathons for me.
yeah,
13
exactly. 13
So what
mini
are you
marathons.
training for?
So my girl's a big runner, and she loved to like run, and she's
She's in shape.
yeah,
that's for
she's
sure.
well, she's into running, and so she did like 12 races in 1 year one time,
nice.
or 10 races or something like that. And she's just all about these little distance things, and I used to run back in the day. And I'd be competitive, man. Believe it or not.
Like
Really?
track
I
and
had
stuff?
like a
I just gave
5
Trevor
minute,
like
30
this weird, like,
second mile.
liar ass.
5 minute, 30-second mile, dude.
Oh,
Whoa, dude, that's
Yeah,
impressive.
That was pretty quick.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Now I can only do that if there's like a big bucket of KFC or something. I'm like, okay, real quick, man. Like, where the drumsticks
Yeah,
go?
man.
Dude? How's that 5 minute mile coming back for 5 seconds? That's what that
Once he
is.
realizes it's fake, he stops.
He's like,
He
wait.
sits on the ground like, hold on, who did that? So what marathon are you actually training for?
I don't know what it's called, but
Oh,
the
geez.
girl kind of just threw me into the mix. and
Yeah,
says,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
They do that, man.
Hey, we're doing this thing. I'm like,
My girl was
"What do you
telling me
mean
I'm
what
gonna do the rock and roll. I was like, cool, it's a 5K. She was like, no, that's a half, was it?
Half marathon.
Yeah, half marathon. 13.2
One-
miles or some
yeah,
shit.
something.
Oh my!
Yeah, and I was like, wait, that's not the fun run? That's not fun? Because I did the 5K and I was like gassed. I was like, yo. But
The
yeah,
human
man.
body was like meant to run that far, like
Well, one of the funny things about humans and running, we're actually an animal that has persistent running. Like if, let's say, we were in the wild, we could chase an animal down for miles, and finally that thing will go, fuck, I can't do this anymore. Like he's consistent. He'll just keep coming. Like a human could do that. Other animals, it's sprint or nothing. Yeah. So they can't do what humans do and do that marathonic kind of run.
Well, I think
Very
like,
interesting.
the three people at this table will probably chase it down for about a few minutes.
You give me way more credit
I
than
know, I'm like,
I give you a few seconds and then I'll be like, you know what? I'll go veggie. I'll go vegetarian.
I'ma
I'll
go
chase
vegan.
down a tree pretty good.
You know what? I don't give us justice though. I mean, we're doing great. We're in great shape. Just to be able to I ran 6 miles, man. Like,
Nice.
no problem, nonstop. And
no
I
problem.
never ran that far in my life.
Jeez.
My girlfriend just said, "Hey, we're gonna go out. We're gonna go running," and I'm like, "All right, let's do this." And I just wanted to see how far and how much I could do, and I did that nonstop as the little route that we did.
Yeah.
And it was
Dude, that's
Freaking
great,
awesome,
man.
man.
It's cool when someone else is like, come on, let's do this, and finally kicks you right in the rear end, you know?
it's crazy, dude. It's a crazy
yeah, I
accomplishment.
haven't
you,
ran
man.
like
Good for
that
you.
far, but when my cousin was like, hey, let's go run the Bonita track, I did it.
Oh,
I
Royal
mean,
Park.
I had that motivation behind me, but like me, myself, I wouldn't run for shit. But
Yeah, no.
he was just like, come on, man, let's do it. And like, I actually hung with him.
Yeah.
and, like,
Dude, it's crazy
never
too
know.
because running that far, all of a sudden, little things like started to irk me. I'm like, what the heck, man? This iPhone, like, I had one of those things that strapped it to the arm, and I was like, oh, cool, this is great. I'm just gonna drown myself out in the music, and I'll just open my eyes, and I'll be done with this run. No, little magic carpet ride, and I'm good. I'll put on the Aladdin
But it was a whole new world,
soundtrack here.
Trevor was not digging that fucking world, man. He said, fuck this world and the next.
Your wires start fucking with you like, hold on,
man.
God damn it.
Now, you know what I used to do? I used to do the wireless Bluetooth, and I would do my shadow boxing with like a workout. It's a whole half-hour regiment of shadow boxing and sprawls and jumps and kicks and this. And then even with Bluetooth buds, I was like, fuck this shit, man. Yeah, you can't. I mean, me personally, I can't run with that shit in my ears. But I mean, back to what you're doing. Is there any kind of like marathon training? Like, did you go on websites, do research, or do you kind of rely on your girl and just go, hey, we're running this, let's go?
Dude, she's super knowledgeable when it comes to this stuff, and she's a nurse too. So
I didn't know that.
As far as like body mechanics and
Vicodin.
Vicodin hookups. No, I'm just kidding.
No, he's not.
Here Don comes with the drugs and shit.
What do you think he came with? Okay, a little bit of sugar booger, booger sugar. I mean, sorry. Damn, fuck that one up. I could have had a home run there. Edit that out.
But no, she's super knowledgeable when it comes to running, and she's like, hey, well, this is how we should do the training, because she's actually gone through like team and training and stuff, and had like these big training events and things. And for me though, I just get out there and run. And when I ran,
exactly.
One foot in front of the other.
That's your mentality. You're just like, I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's kind of a guy's thing, though. Don't you think that's kind of a guy's thing?
Maybe
Very linear. It's just once, like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run, and then you do it. Like there's really no rhyme or reason. You're
just
the only
deal with the consequences.
And then because you realize you ran 2 or 3 miles, and you go, fuck, I got to run 2 or 3 miles back, right? So that's kind of a guy thing. But when a woman takes charge of that kind of scheduling and the routes and stuff like that, I think it's much better.
Well, I think for just kind of anybody, when you get that emotional block, like where, you're having a hang up on it, where, and I think she's had hang ups where like, oh man, this is going to be tough. So in order to defeat that and tear down that wall, I think like the better preparation. So that kind of gets her going through. And even for us, it's like same deal. Like, man, if you have something that you're kind of unsure about, or that big wall's right in front of you, a little bit more preparation or things to just kind of launch you past it or through it. And it's pretty crazy, but I'm super excited. I used to back in the day, like when I did cross country, I was one of the top 3 runners every time, and you had to be one of the top 3 on your team to. And there's like 10 or 15 runners, but only 3 of them are gonna count towards your total time, like your time for your team. And I was always one of those people, but I puke after every single one because I just ran with all heart. It was like that was it. Like, when my brain and my legs and everything was done, like. My heart said, "Hell, you ain't, dude.
If it's not worth
on those legs."
Yeah, if you don't puke at the end of just about anything that you have passion for, like at least physically, why even do it? Why do you torture yourself? You know what I mean? Like getting in shape's really hard. I mean, it is. I mean, actually, on paper, it's very easy. You eat clean and you work out. There's nothing to it. But the first step, second step, and then the few weeks after, those are the very, very hardest. But if you're not passionate about doing the running, the marathons, or the fitness thing that you're doing, just allowing someone to beat your ass on a daily basis, if you don't have a passion for that, why? So I understand the whole throwing up thing. It's like because you did run with heart, you had to, or else you were in not the top 3. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it shows.
Yeah.
It'll show in the end result. It show in your end game, and it show in your personality. My opinion.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
Yeah. So, but now it's a little different. You're running with the girl now, and you're just kind of
older, Like,
oh yeah. Now it's for a different
My
reason.
girl's the same way.
The only marathons I've seen you run is through beer, my friend.
Around a keg with a hose in my mouth.
Oh my God.
Who's next?
Yeah,
Who's
I mean,
next?
God, I
Oh.
wish you had way more time, man, because we're actually going to go to a friend's house. We're going to watch the Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz fight. And Mike not being such a big fight fan, he was the first one to text me. He goes,
I
"Hey,
was like, you gonna
you
watch
watching
the fight?"
that Nate Conor fight?" And I go, "Whoa, hey!" So this is a big deal.
What are you guys? You guys trying to uninvite me? I'm going to that.
No, I know you.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like,
hey,
wait,
I'm like,
you're not
no,
going?
no.
I thought you were
just-
going. He
I said
he was
we
going.
we are
He said-
going.
he
I
Kick
said,
me out
he
on
said,
national radio.
Sorry, he
Uninvite
doesn't have
me.
enough time, but we.
No,
But we, there was
I
no
thought-
looking
sorry.
at me over
I'm
there.
sorry, yeah.
There was birds chirping on this side of the table over here. It was all quiet, man.
started adjusting his beanie.
Yeah,
like,
you
oh, I
guys
guess-
were like
yeah.
placing bets on
It
the
was
fight
like,
together.
over here, it was an
Yeah.
awkward moment. I was like,
Shit. Oh, that's why I got a little
Did you
quiet.
just
there. No,
un-
I wish I had more time with you because you're cutting out on Sunday, huh?
Actually, I'm gonna probably try to leave on Monday. So
where,
I do.
okay.
Where do you live?
In Santa Cruz.
Oh.
On another planet.
Yeah,
actually,
no, because
really, really.
I was like, man, Trev's like gone.
Yeah.
Like, but you're in Santa Cruz. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not too far, but it's far enough.
Yeah.
I mean, Santa Cruz is awesome, man. Like, and you know, it's kind of one of those things where you grow up and you know you come like it's custom and that's your home and that's will always be your home, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I think Santa Cruz is a little bit goes a little beyond that for me because you know people care, like you know, and people care here, the right people, you know,
Right,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys
Yeah,
like
exactly.
good friends, but in Santa Cruz, there's a big handful of people that you don't know that they won't trade you for $1. Like they don't know you, and let's say you're sitting on like one of those things you throw the ball and it drops them into the pool. Like let's say that was like a bunch
Okay,
of
so that carnival game where
Yeah,
the guys
okay,
say
yeah.
hit here and dunk them in the dunk
So-
the
dunker.
the
so
dunker tank.
let's
thing.
say if that person grabs a bag of money, then you get dunked on the knives or something. Like,
Yeah,
and they don't see you, they don't know you, so it's easy for a lot of people
To do that.
to grab that bag of money. Oh, I don't care, dude. I don't even know that person. Just like the person in the car, you know, he's thinking about himself. You know, it's the same type of
Like the
it's that
button.
type-
The button.
Benjamin Button?
Fuck that button.
What was the button? Oh,
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
no,
had a
no,
button.
finish
in
your
there?
story.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
finish your story.
I thought everybody heard
Yeah.
button.
No, I
Whatever.
understand. But no,
But-
they got so rude, man. Shut up.
Sorry.
No,
You just
no,
got the
no,
shut the
that's
fuck
all right.
up, Dominic. Shut the fuck up, Mike. Sorry, what is that? So they wouldn't sell you down the road for anything.
No, like in a majority of the people are like that. You know, there's like, you know, old ladies that were standing out before this like hormone in your meat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, before even the FTC or the federal, what is it, the Food and Drug Administration?
FDA.
No,
FDA.
but but there's another one that.
The Jack Bauer.
No.
They call the Jack Bauer.
Oh no, World Health Organization, the
Oh,
WHO.
okay.
Oh.
So where they came and announced that processed meats, right, were, you know, causing cancer to a certain degree. And even before like that, Santa Cruz was into, and there was a couple old ladies like holding up signs, hey, like, you know, get them to put a label on your stuff, like tell you what's going on with it.
Yeah.
And they aren't doing that for, you know, themselves.
Yeah, but
they
not
know
for them. Yeah.
They're just doing it for everybody else
Yeah.
in the community. And it's kind of cool to like,
Very selfless act. It's a selfless act because, you know, they're not looking for the glory. They're not looking for the money.
Yeah.
They just go, hey, this is the right thing to do. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And you don't really see, man, I got to tread lightly here. San Diego is pretty much a very, like a liberal city.
no, it's pretty conservative. Dude.
You think so?
No, it is. It is.
The La Jolla
It
is, but,
it is known to be
Really?
as a whole.
Wow,
And
that's news to me.
yeah, even on like Facebook and stuff, like some of my old professors, you know, like I'll post some stuff that, you know, generalizes they post something with a more conservative perspective on there. And typically, like teachers and stuff, they're more liberal, and you know, because you know, I feel the more education. I'm conservative to certain degrees, but you know, where the party kind of takes it. I mean, we're getting into politics. It is a different degree.
I can tell you
know?
guys
Yeah.
one or two stories that'll blow your mind, and those are very minor incidences. Okay, it'll blow your mind. But no, I mean, with sounding ignorant as I am, I like to describe myself as a libertarian without looking totally deep into what that really means. But I feel it means I like to do what I want to do when I want to do it without hurting anyone. And to be fair.
You know, that brings me to a very important thing. I think one of the biggest lessons for me, and something that I always try to bring back as like a core principle, is, everybody has their own right to their own pursuit of happiness. And it's up to me, unless it's treading and taking away from other people's, and it just comes back down to that me mentality, where like, hey, when you're thinking too much about yourself, usually you're treading over other people's pursuit of happiness. And, that's not cool, man. No. It's, and people like that, you find them like they're hypocrites a lot of the time too, man. They're saying one thing and then they're doing a complete other behind their back.
Like, I got your back.
I'm about to say, I'm sorry.
After I throw you under the bus.
I'm sorry about that. I did that a few times. I'm sorry. But no. There's this fighter. He's one of my favorite fighters in the whole world. His name is Boss Rutan. And he became the first UFC heavyweight champ. He became king of pancrase like 2 or 3 times. And one of his things, even from when he was really young, before MMA was straight up MMA, he goes, you have to think like the best. You have to think like the best. Mm-hmm. You have to believe that you're number one in this business or any business and anything you do in life. But you do it without shitting on people. Yeah. You do it without stomping on people. Because if you do, the years down the line when you're not the champion, when you're not the king of pancrase, when you're not any of these things anymore, then all of a sudden you're going to go back. You're going to be like, hey, I'm going to go back and do... But the bridges are burned. They've been burned. Yeah. So it's like you got to keep those airways open, and you got to just be a good person. Be number one. There's nothing wrong with being very cocky. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with being the guy. The way me and you talk about it can't be number one. He's very chill. Okay, but what Boss and like what Trevor's saying, it's fine to be number one. There's no wrong way to be. There is a wrong way to be number one, but in your heart of hearts, looking yourself in the mirror. It's fine to be number one. Be cocky. Be selfish. Be like, you know what? No, I need to do this for my career. I need to do confident. This. But if you don't hurt anyone in the process, at least directly, competition, if you win, that's competition. But if you hurt someone in the process by just hurting them, deliberately hurting them and shoving them down the ranks, cool. That doesn't mean doesn't make you a good person. Yeah. Like this, I believe this podcast room makes me super happy. Yes. The pursuit of happiness is this room to me. I did it. Define how you want success to be defined. This is my definition of success. Me and my friend do this on a weekly basis. And I invite other people that want to come on the show, and we do this on a weekly basis. And we have a fucking blast. Yeah. This is success, my friend.
Well, you guys are doing a great job.
Thanks, man.
I know a lot of people out there that are joining up and following now, and it's pretty cool what you guys are doing. I think,
thanks, man.
And I think that it really kind of brings that mission of, hey, you just want people to enjoy themselves and have fun. Hey, have fun with the play you guys while you're relaxing or driving. Just to get your mind off of that person that's not thinking about
that took my goddamn gas station. It is. No, you're right. Like this, once the door closes, the mics are on. Nothing else to me. It just doesn't make any difference. It really doesn't. And it's funny because me and you have been texting a lot.
Yeah.
About this, and you want to adventure off and do some stuff behind the microphone, and you see what happened. I'm not saying I'm the root cause of it, but you were like, dude,
you and Mike are.
Okay,
like
you realize
we never would have known that.
Yeah.
If this didn't
happen,
and
look at the domino effect.
If he didn't tell me, like, hey, Mike, I'm gonna do this podcast thing. You down to join me? I'm like, all right, I'll see how it goes. Yeah. Once I step behind the mic. And I did it. I was like, oh, shit. This is life. This is what I want to do. This is every weekend. I'm like last weekend, I was devastated. I spent time with my baby or whatever, but I was just like, man, I wanted to be on. I wanted to be on that show, and it's
you have that super domino effect thing going on. The positivity just from me being happy for me. It affected you, and then it affected Mike, and all of a sudden Mike's in the gym. He's doing these color runs now, and then now you're like, dude, Dom, let's do this kind of radio thing, and then I'm like, dude, let's write it down, let's get behind the mics, let's figure it out, and all of a sudden this positivity train is starting to really truly catch momentum. I have loyal listeners of the show that keep me going. Because
people were asking like, "Hey, when is the show up? Is the show up?"
Yeah, is the show up? I'm like, it's good. But now me and Mike are like, dude, we need to be on it.
Yeah,
but also somebody else in the same exact situation, it wouldn't be the same way. Because you're generous.
Mm-hmm.
You're a nice guy, so you're willing to. You're nice. Like if I said, "Hey, man, I need some help with this," what would you do?
I'm done.
Help me out.
Done. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what I've known Dominic to be all my life.
See, and that's one of those things where we talk about surrounding yourselves with good people and people that care. Mm-hmm. And this is an exact perfect example of that because, you would do, and that's the only reason why I would talk to you about something like that too, because I already know. I'm like, these are my boys.
Down to earth.
Like they're gonna.
We're trying to be the best. Like back to what we were saying. Like we're trying to do the pursuit of happiness. We're really trying. No pun intended, but we're really trying to do what we want to do, and this is fun. And we're not trying to shit on anyone that wants to do it as well. Yeah. By all means, have your own podcast. By all means, have your own radio show. If you want to fucking be a marathon runner. And you weigh 300 pounds, fucking go be a marathon runner. Yeah, there's literally one person stopping you, and that's you. Mm-hmm. And that's very cliche, but it's true. That's the truth. And no one could do it better than you. And on top of that, no one can shit on you better than you. Exactly. You're a 24/7 critic of yourself. I mean, I'm a hypercritic of myself. I don't like the way my voice sounds. I'm like, God, I shouldn't have said that. But I hear nothing but positivity coming my way, and I'm like, dude, this is great. And I try to spread. I'm like, if that's how it is, then that's how it's going to be. So the pursuit of happiness, I'm cool with mine, and I wish a lot of people would be cool with theirs too. And it's not just a dream. It's not a dream. I mean, mine stopped at, I bought my equipment and I'm doing it. It's very simple, super simple, and people don't get that. People are not on not on that good planet.
Enough, man.
They're not on a good planet, man.
They're just like, oh, I can't do that. There's no way. And it's like, man, try.
Yeah. And look how simple it is.
Do it.
Well, you guys are great. You got a great thing going here, and it's awesome. And as an avid fan, not of that, but
we went a little deep in the rabbit hole. So Trev, you're back on this whole marathon thing. You're doing good things. I've always known you to be a very positive person, and the parties we've done.
Man,
I mean,
all these party talks, dude. My girl's gonna be like,
we went a little deep here.
My girlfriend's parents that listen to this, they'll be like, who is this guy?
Oh man, like I said, I wish I had more time. I wish I had a little more time with Trevor.
Kidding,
man, we can go down the hole. We can totally go down the rabbit hole. But
lost.
Yeah, we were. Oh my God, we got weighed so down. That started with marathon running, but that's a good thing. Like I can't do it. I have really bad knees. I'm fat. I don't want to do it. I don't want to fucking do it. Okay, but I didn't know that about you. So explain more. Like why does marathoning kind of interest you and what holds your interest?
Well, let me clarify because I didn't get too much into it. Is I'm not really interested. Let's clarify this real quick.
He was like,
I got signed up for a marathon, and it was presented to me like a birthday present.
He wears
like,
pants.
Hey, guess
she just
what?
says what color.
And I'm like, oh, what's going on? Yeah! Oh, I signed you up for a marathon.
We're gonna do a marathon. As he looks at his dog, he goes, "We gonna go to marathon."
But it was, and it's something I'm happy to do. I love to exercise, and part of, one of the things for my girlfriend is she likes somebody to be there with her and to do things, and I think that's a great thing that we can do together. To run and just work out together in general if we get the chance, which is something pretty cool. It's an extra little bonding experience, and the more time you spend together.
Same with me and mine. We go to the camp. We do this workout class every Monday through Thursday, and it's just me and her. We're doing our workout, but at the same time we're like, good job. Hey,
that high five is important, man.
Yeah,
that super approval is important.
And that's why I'm like, people that have memberships at 24-hour fitness or whatever, they go there and it's just, sometimes they go with a group, sometimes it's just them doing their thing, and it's like, I'm gonna push myself as far as I can go. But when you have that motivation, that partner or whatever, it's like, hey, come on, one one more. You remember?
Yeah.
Back
We
in
used
the
to
day,
do it
we
a lot.
talked about, that friendly competition. Not, it wasn't like, I'm going to beat your ass. It's like, come on, you can do one more.
If you
I
do
did
one,
10,
I'm gonna do one
I
more.
did 10,
So,
you could do 10.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
and
But
it
dude,
was
you
good.
know what's funny about doing that? Like as in having that one that you actually care about push you versus just like going to a random or going to the gym out of normal every night. Do you guys ever see those people that work out or they're there but they don't really work out? They're on those like elliptical or the stationary bikes, but it's more like a car seat. And they're just kind of like pedaling a little, and they're on their phones and shit.
Man.
And then you see,
watching Netflix while they're biking. I'm like,
hey man,
If you ain't breaking a sweat, you might as well be sitting there with your bucket of chicken and hanging out. You know,
trying to hold an accidental fart in, you ain't fucking working out, man.
That's crazy.
No, there was. I mean, I work out I used to work at the YMCA, and they have a bitchin' gym in Rancho San Diego. It's fucking awesome. And there was this one chick, great body, face was okay, but she would.
Hey,
walk,
she was in there making up for it, man. She was doing it.
apparently,
Good.
but she would walk from one end of the gym to the other, pick up a weight, put it down, go back to the other gym, look, start to adjust like the pulley system. I'm like on the shoulder workouts and stuff. She goes, yeah, no, okay, I'm gonna go back to the other side of the gym. I'm sitting there like, is this bitch gonna fucking do something?
or those people that go to the gym, they just go into the sauna real quick, sweat it out, and then come out and take a selfie like, I put in work. Like,
what? Motivational Mondays. Fuck you and your motivational Mondays. I hate you guys.
But
You guys can't push weight for shit.
It's just good. It's a good vibe having that person next to you, like motivating you and stuff. So good on you, man.
Yeah. Good on you.
Good on you, Trev.
Yeah, it's gonna be an experience though, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm just gonna hopefully not go out
let me
in a
know
stretcher.
what marathon it is, because we,
Yeah, we'll
we might
support
be
you,
doing
man.
the same.
If it's down,
marathon.
is it down here in San Diego?
Oh, it's in Santa Cruz.
No, never mind. I don't want to. I'm not gonna go support you up there.
The drive.
I mean, I think I have something to do that day. What day is it? Yeah, I think I have something to do that day. I'm pretty sure I have something to do that day. I'm almost positive I do. Dude, I don't want to cut this short, but it's, we've hit our mark. We all three of us have things to do tonight. We didn't really get into what we really wanted to get into, Trevor, but anytime you want to come in,
part two, part
there's
three.
going to be part 2, 3, 4, 5. Mike, where can they get a hold of us?
And you guys can get a hold of us at mod4up@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter,
Snapchat,
we're
Periscope,
on everything. Snapchat,
man.
Periscope,
G+.
All
Yeah.
that stuff that all is like internet stuff that's out.
Yeah. I mean,
all
but
social
the
media,
cool thing is, you
media.
click on one, it'll lead you to the others.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
That's a crazy thing too, is because the internet just is making things go light speed. Like before you know
exactly.
it, Periscope's there. Next thing you know, face smash,
And then all
jumping jack. All kinds of
But no, like
you can hit me on my face back shit, and then all of a sudden, fucking 5 fingers in your face. Holy fuck!
Hey,
that's a new show. You remember that Nutshot show? He just runs out of
that's
nowhere.
a new social network.
Oh my god, face
You
smash!
can find us on Face Smash.
Oh, dude, you gotta start that.
Bless you.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
man.
listen.
I need a lozenge. Thanks
man.
everybody for listening. Mike,
Face
thank you
smash.
for being here.
Yes.
Trevor, thank you for
Yes,
joining us.
thank you, Trev.
There were some things that almost prevented us from doing this
Dupster.
tonight, but man, the duper man, he came through. Mike came through, and we had a great session. I cannot wait for part 2, 3, and 4. That's mod, the number 4up@gmail.com, Periscope, Twitter.
I'm starting
and
to promote this tomorrow.
I know. I don't think I even need to edit this,
I
but
know.
Trevor, thank you for joining us. I
man.
really appreciate you being here. I absolutely
love.
loved you being here. I can't wait to do this
I
again.
wish it could be longer, but
I
you
wish
know
we
what I mean?
could. I mean, we don't want to bore you guys. Not that I guarantee you guys aren't even bored, but we could just, there's going to be a 2, 3. There's going to be times where Trevor's going to come back down. And again, the minute he announced he was coming, I told my wife, and I said, I don't care what's
ain't
going
doing
on.
shit.
We are doing this.
I know. He
So-
didn't even tell me. He was like, "Hey, Trevor's gonna be on the show."
I didn't
I was
tell
like,
him.
"Oh, all right."
All right, guys. Thank you for being here, Trevor. I appreciate it. Mike,
dude.
thank you for being here. Is that it?
Sure. Yep.
All right, man. I'll catch you cats later.
Peace out.